Hey guys, Jason Samkovic here, Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. A quick little tip for you about how bucks and does use transition line trails, all right? Because you see this quite often. People look at this and they go, oh my God, look at this massive trail. Look at this insane trail that comes here. We're on the edge of this bog right here, or the edge of this swamp. This is a transition line that's fantastic, and you're right. It is. But you got to understand what happens here, okay? These transition trails that are here on the edge that run, it scoops right around this tree and goes that way. You can see it here. I'm standing on this trail right up through here. These transition trails are fantastic, but they are also in this kind of an area that's usually more of a doe trail, okay? Does will be in the path of least resistance on the high ground side of that transition. Bucks will usually be inside the swamp, marsh, or whatever it is along that transition, right tight on the edge or just inside the edge. The does don't care. They're a little more socially active, and they're a little more capable, or they're more willing to be out here knowing that if they sense danger, they're just 2 hops and they're in there. Bucks are more secluded. They like to be in there more. If you're finding rubs out in here and you're getting excited, that's good. But keep in mind, 90% of rubs are made at night. Rubs out here are nighttime rubs, okay? Daytime travel for a buck when he's using a transition trail is usually going to be in there. So here we have, which I've been following, this transition trail, and we're just hitting this area here that's a little more open, so it lets me explain it from where we were just at there. But so here, bucks are usually not going to take this trail. Okay, they're not going to go here, but does will walk this trail all day long. So people will set up in a tree, they'll pick a tree and they'll go, okay, that one's perfect, I can shoot this, I'm good. Actually, that tree's probably pretty good because you could probably shoot into that gap too and still catch bucks there. But usually within 30-40 yards, you're going to find where those bucks will travel rather than out here where these does will. You got another transition here too, which will be does right here. Another trail kind of meets right up with it and goes, this is probably doe transition line travel that you're seeing through here. Once you get into where the bucks are here, you'll start to see more faint trails and more of that kind of sign. Like here's a little thinner trail. Okay, this I would think that you might get some bucks on here, that kind of stuff too, but usually they're going to be inside of here a little bit. See this stuff in here? Bucks like to feel this stuff rubbing against them, okay? They want that security of something touching their body as they're walking. It makes them feel secure and safe, and they like that factor. So when we start kind of breaking into this, we should start to see, well, like right there. Perfect. Look at, there's a rub right here. Okay, this is where they want to be. Oh, see, here's the trail right here. Got a fresh rub right, well, not fresh, it's April, but a this year rub right there. You got this trail going through there. So it's good. Oh, you got a little bit of time marking right here. But this is the kind of stuff right here, right through here. This stuff is what they like to be in, where they have that security and they can feel this on their body as they're walking. Here to there is a tremendous difference. Here they can still see everything out there. Yet they're not seen here very well. They have their security and cover. They're safer in here. And they can use their nose, they can use everything, but it's safer travel for them. So this here is what I would consider a buck trail per se. Notice it's faint, less worn down. It's because there's less bucks here. We're in northern Michigan. Okay, I can take 2 number 2 pencils and rub them together and consider them rattling antlers here in my area we're at. We got a 27-to-1 buck to doe ratio here. 27 does per buck. It's ridiculously insane here. So not a lot of good horns here. But with that said, you can see how just out there is where all those does will travel. But here is where that buck is going to travel. So if you are set up, you want to make sure that you are set up in a place where you can shoot here also. Okay, out there is fine too, because I'm not a big buck only hunter. I'll kill does all day long. I do. And I want to be able to shoot them, but I also want to be able to hit this inside of this transition, because this is where those horns are going to move through. And they're going to use this trail just like you're seeing I'm on right here. They like to walk through this stuff. Okay, this is what I would consider a buck trail right through here. This is what he is going to go through and want to travel through as he's going through here. So that's my opinion. See, now even here, you find pockets like this. Yeah, look at this. See, this is his trail. You can see it. But look at here how close he comes at this particular point. He doesn't want to be through there, and he's also right there too. But here, that's that tree I was telling you about. I said somebody could set up in. Well, let's look at that and see what that does for you. I think it's a win-win. Because if he's coming through here and working through here, if you're set up in that tree or that tree, you can shoot out there where the does were, and you can also shoot in here where the bucks are. So it's a win-win from a tree like that, or even into a spot in a tree like that, or even into this pine tree right here. But stay into this edge, okay? Stay into this edge so that you can capture the bucks that are using the inside of the edge and those that are using the outside of the edge. That's how transitions work. That's how transition lines are. And you want to know, once you start hunting them enough and you sit out there for a while, you're going to realize, I can't shoot that deer, and he's going to come right through here. You know, it'll be rut time, and you're out there and you see does walking right through here, and you're excited. All of a sudden, you're bat, 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 and he's going to come crashing right through this stuff. He doesn't want to be out there, especially in heavily pressured places like northern Michigan. Use these transitions wisely. Make sure you have shooting to this side of the transition here, as well as that side of the transition. Or if you're big buck hunting, focus your attention here rather than out there. That's the tip for you. So before I let you go, one more little point, because I just took 10 steps further. But so there's that tree I was talking about, the pine tree on the other side. I was talking about that tree there, inside of the transition where the bucks will be, outside where the does will be, on the edge here. Okay, that trail running right up through there. Not a huge difference between the two of them, but cover for the bucks, easy traveling for the does. But as I got here, okay, I noticed this immediately too as I just turned the camera off. Look at this running right up through here too, right on that transition line right there. Is this, we're kind of on a little point as it bows around. Look at that transition line trail that runs right there too, that comes out of here. So if you're in this tree or that pine that's right behind here, I can't get in that water, but that pine right there, you can shoot this. So you add a crossroad. You have those bucks coming through here, does coming through here that you can shoot, and the bucks that are using this transition line, they are using this micro funnel. Okay, see, if you look at this terrain, if we pop out here a little bit, we come up here, look at here how open this is. Okay, see how open this is? Bucks do not want to be in there. They want to be in here where we were showing you. See how open this is out here? Look at this micro transition line right here, thick. Okay, look at how this edge is that pans. I got sticks wrapping around me, hang on. See how this goes up this way, and it's this thick cover here versus how open everything is out here. That transition line is what those bucks will run right up here. It's a micro transition, and they'll stay right inside of this as well too. Here's that doe transition line we were talking. What is snagging on me? Hang on here. Got branches wrapped in my boots. Here's that doe transition line we were talking about, running right here. That buck one came right up and went through there. Now you got that one coming right out. You can see it coming right up through this swamp here, and one it came right up around where I did, and it is going right up through this stuff. Okay, heading right up through all of this thick. You can see one right there, see one there. I'll bet if we were to follow that, I'll bet we find some rubs in here, because look, little more open out there. Big open out there, awesome little transition line right up through here where they have their safety, security, and cover as they move their way through here, right up this little faint trail. Buck's trails, always faint. And he comes right up through here, works his way right on through this stuff, and it has that security cover of not being exposed in this open. So nice little bonus tip for you there too. So that particular spot we just saw gives you doe travel, buck travel on the inside, buck travel up this micro transition on the outside. I might actually put a stand in that tree. Thanks for watching. All right, right behind me is that super thick transition that we were just talking about, how it had the micro transition that came out of it. Just started walking up that for a minute, you know, where we had the swamp back there, and I showed you the transition for does, transition for bucks, and we found that little transition, and look, right there, just like that, rub right there, right on that. Look at the trail, comes right through here, right through that little bit of thick stuff. Big open area over here, that big open area over there. Like I said, transition right up through here. Trail coming right through this thick stuff, and a rub right there. So there you go. Just goes to show you, like I said, pretty sweet and easy to figure this stuff out. Take advantage of it. Yeah, so don't forget to check out my bow hunting whitetails course for all this information, tons of more. I think it's like 20 something hours of constant video, teaches you all these kind of things. Check it out, tbwpodcast.com. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in a bit. Bye.